Hi friends, hope you are all well. This is Shaura, and today's video we are going to know another basic and very interesting topic from English grammar, that is subject and predicate. So subject and predicate is one of the most important basic topic. Okay, so we are going to know its importance, its applications, but before entering in deep, it would be better to listen a very good concept. I plan today to share APJ Abdul Kalam's golden words. Okay, black color is sentimentally bad, but every blackboard makes students' life bright. So in our society, it is noticed that black color people are not respected. They are discriminated. But look at the example. Blackboard, a board having the color of black, gives us the essential light of knowledge to everyone. So it would be better to respect each and everyone in our society. A black color people is not responsible for his black identity because God has made us. So that is why we should not disrespect to anyone because God has made us. So we should respect the God's creation. Okay, now let's enter our topic today. Now subject and predicate. So from here we are going through these steps. First, what is the need of subject and predicate? Next, we are here to know its introduction. Next, detail about subject and predicate. Next, how to break subject and predicate. And last one is worksheet. Now these steps we are going to cover up. Okay, so first, what is the need of subject and predicate? So I am asking a question to you. What makes a sentence? What would be your answer? What makes a sentence? Two things make a sentence. That is, one is subject, another is predicate. So subject is the noun or pronoun part and predicate is the verb part. So if you don't know the subject and predicate, you cannot make proper sentence. So that is the need of subject and predicate. Now its introduction. Okay, now subject is the doer of that sentence. In a sentence we see a subject is there. It may be a person, it may be a place, it may be a thing. So in sentence, subject is a person, place or thing. And what is in predicate? And the rest word except subject that revolves around the subject is called predicate. It would be better to have an example because example are better than definition. So that is why look at here. I am giving you one example. Rohan is playing ball. Rohan is playing ball. So now Rohan is a subject here because Rohan does all the things. Without Rohan, the rest part would not be work. So Rohan is the subject and the rest part is the predicate. So next, detailed discussion should be here to clarify the clear concept. So subject is a person, place or thing, but the predicate is the rest part of the sentence that talks about something about that particular person, place or thing. Now predicate talks something details about subject. As for example, predicate talks about what subject does. As for example, he is playing ball. He is playing ball. So he is playing ball. Is playing ball talks about what he is doing. Next, predicates also talks about how is the subject. Predicate talks about how is the subject. As for example, the flower is beautiful. Is beautiful talks about how is the flower. Isn't it clear? So predicate always has the humble duty to talks about subject. Okay, so that is the basic knowledge about subject and predicate. Now next, we are here to know how to break subject and predicate, because this is the most important thing. In each exam we are face difficulties to break subject and predicate. So there is very simple tricks to find out subject. What you have to do? First, find out a verb in that particular sentence, then ask that particular verb by using who and what. Suppose Lucy is drawing a picture. Lucy is drawing a picture. Who is the verb here? Drawing. Now ask drawing by using who. Who is drawing a picture? What would be your answer? Lucy. So undoubtedly Lucy is the subject, because Lucy does the entire work and the rest part is object. Okay, so that is the process to find out subject in a particular sentence. I am giving some more example to make it clear. Okay, so first example, there are many cows in the field. So there are many cows in the field. You have to find out subject. What would be your answer? I am telling, okay, there is not the subject. Those who underline there as a subject, their answer would be wrong. Okay, the cow is the subject is here. The placement of the cow is not at the beginning of the sentence, but the entire sentence revolves around the cow, because cow is the subject here. Okay, now another example. How beautiful the day is. How beautiful the day is. Now you have to find out the subject here in this sentence. Here the subject is not how. What? The day, because all the words talks about the day except the word day. Okay, so subject can take place at the beginning of the sentence, middle or end according to their structure. But what you have to do, you have to find out the meaning in your mother tongue, and after that think who is actually talked about or which is actually talked about. Okay, so I hope you have understood the video. Now I am giving the worksheet part. You have to write the answer properly. Okay, now one thing more, do send your answer at our Facebook page and do comment please. Okay, and we have opened our new YouTube channel, so you have to subscribe, because without subscription you will not be able to have our video. So please subscribe. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.